Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie. Apparently I'm running a disheveled ship, but that's okay. You'll hear my furnace turning on probably a lot in this video because it is minus 30, 40, and 50 this weekend. And so yeah, there's only so much I can do about that. But I have a very exciting video that I wanted to share because I'm very excited. I love this time of year because most of the time I already kind of have a plan of what I'm going to do next year, and I buy my books. There's a sale that happens, and I was going to try and get this out to you earlier, but they have a sale fairly regular on bookoutlet.ca or .com. Usually after Christmas is like 20% off of their already very low prices, and that's when I usually get the books for my next year. This may change a lot depending on what happens for my daughter when she goes into high school, but for this year, the last year, I was able to be like, okay, we get to do it one more time, so I'm very excited, and I will show you what I got. So when I'm looking for books for my kids, I'm looking for books to go with our Gather Around Homeschool unit. That's kind of like the spine of our homeschool, and then I'll add a few things here and there. So you have to add math to it, but I've also added a few more language arts programs, the Fix-It Grammar and IEW Structure and Style, which I break up the structure and style for over 2 years, just so that it's not overwhelming, and I give the girls a break when I can tell that they're getting done with writing for a little bit. And then of course they do other writing projects like, making their own comic books, that sort of thing. So I kind of feel like I've got a good balance in there, and so that's what I've been doing. So we have a few things that we are doing, a couple of units, and I'm just going to go over them as I pick out the books because there's no particular order. I haven't even looked in these boxes. I only stripped off opened the boxes and took out the crunchy paper because I've done this video a few times, and every time I'm like, that was so loud. That was so loud. So I just made it a little wee bit quieter. Probably a good thing given that my furnace is going to go off like crazy. So 100 things you didn't know about Da Vinci. So we are going to be doing the Renaissance unit, also the Inventions unit. So this one is kind of a double thing because, of course, Leonardo da Vinci was an inventor as well as living in the Renaissance period. All right, so this one is for my Sienna, and it's got a lot of pictures, but it's a very easy chapter book. And I want to say that this one I got for her specifically for the North American Animals unit. So that's the one that we're going to do with her. The Lost City of Z, or Zed. A Tale of Deadly Obsession in the Amazon. This one I got because we are going to be redoing the South America unit. I figured out that I'm going to be able to do all of the continents units again for a second time. I think that's the only one that I really will be doing more often, other than maybe Growing Up with God as the girls get a little bit older. Because I think I left out 2 or 3 of the lessons just for when they're a little bit older. So this one is for the South America unit. The Career Within You, How to Find the Perfect Job for Your Personality. So this one I got, sorry, my light is in the way, but this one I got specifically for our Careers and Trades unit. This one I think we might be doing together as a family, or my eldest daughter might be doing it on her own. She'll have the teacher guide and then her work pages. I feel like it's one of the things that I need to start getting her used to being more independent with learning, and so that's the one that I have for that. Let's Experiment, the Chemistry of Disgusting Things. We're doing the chemistry unit, that is correct. And I thought it would be a fun, silly book, especially for my girls. I'm not sure so much, like it's got like actual things that you can experiment and do, but like trying to find different things for read alouds and book reports for my kids, because I do assign them readers for every time we do a unit. So Lumberjanes. This one I'm pretty darn sure, yes, it is a comic book. I again thought this one might be fun for our North America animals unit. Yeah, so this one's just a bonus tracks with a lot of different short and sweet stuff, so I thought that that one might be good. Measuring the World. Now, if I remember correctly, this one is, yes, this one, and he doesn't have his name on the back because he's going to make me try and remember it. This one was and is about, oh goodness gracious, name. Me and nouns lately. Let me find it, because this is going to drive me crazy. Well, this is for the South America unit. Alexander von Humboldt. There it is. This is for the South America unit, not because he was from South America, he was German, but because he was one of the first people to really study land masses and the biology and plant life and all of that kind of stuff. And he traveled to many different places. So this one I thought would be interesting. I have to double check and read it just to make sure that it's an accurate representation. Sometimes I can get a book that talks about it and then you find out, oh, it's a fictional story about it. That's fine as long as it stays kind of true to the story. So I will be double checking that one. But we have a book that I've bought previously that was very much talking about him, so I thought the girls might enjoy more stories about him. Genius Inventions for the Invention unit. Again, just some of these books, I just love the things that they show and the history that they teach, and like the different inventors. My girl loves her some Carmen Sandiego, so this one was, I think, really, really cheap. I don't think it goes with anything, but it's also, it's not a typical graphic novel. She has the graphic novels. This is more, I'm trying to really encourage her reading and her love of reading, which is a lengthy process if you have a child like that, you know. Yeah, so I'm working on that still. The Perfection of the Paperclip. Curious Tales of Invention, Accidental Genius, and Stationary Obsession. I thought that one would be kind of a fun thing. So for inventions. Fairy Tale Science, explore 25 classic tales through hands-on experiments. So this might be a read aloud. I thought it was kind of silly, but explore the laws of physics, principles of chemistry, the wonders of biology in this collection of classic stories with hands-on STEM twists. So it might be a little young for my kids, and if that's the case, I might gift this one. But that's the joy of buying things from bookoutlet.com or .ca, is because I've spent probably $5 on this. It's going to be an excellent gift or anything like that. So, but I think it's a fun one, and it might just go in our little bookshelf library when we get to chemistry unit or careers and trades or inventions. Okay, 50 wacky inventions throughout history. And again, like I said, it could be too young for my kids, but at the same time, it can be still fun. My kids are not above looking at stuff, and my youngest might be okay with like a smaller, smaller reading bits. Walking through the Amazon, 860 days, one step at a time. So this is about this man's visit in 2008. So that's definitely going to be South America. Frankenstein and the Antimatter Motor. So this one, let me see. Again, more of a like working up to longer chapter books. This will be for my Sienna when we do the inventions unit. And this one, I'm very excited about this. The Inventions, Research, and Writing of Nikola Tesla. So I didn't want to go through the inventions unit without having this book. It is very lengthy, and I don't know if we will read all of it or just part of it, but it's one of those books that I wanted to, just excite my children's minds as they, learn about inventors and stuff. So that's box 1 done. Oh, a box 2. I have 3 boxes. I was very excited. All right. This one, Nerds, National Espionage, Rescue, and Defense Society. So this one might be the careers and trades. It might be inventions. Again, it's kind of one of those walking into or working up to. I might have my older daughter read it, depending on if I have her read this book for inventions and this book for, something else, just to give her a break from like something really heavy to something really light. I want a variety of different ones. Epic Fails, the Wright brothers, nosediving into history. I'm not afraid, I am. This one again is going to be for my Sienna. It's straightforward. I might also do this as a read aloud. That was the other thing. Sometimes read alouds are a struggle for us because my girls are like, whoa. And if it's a silly, goofy book, they're way more engaged. They're way more willing to pay attention. And so that's another reason why I get books like that. Stuff That Matters, Exploring the Marvelous Materials That Shape Our Man-Made World, for chemistry. And again, depending on what it looks like, I might choose to do this as a read aloud. I might assign it to my daughter. Jock the Genius, Lost in the Jungle. This one is definitely for our South America unit. And it's again a kind of straightforward book for getting them excited about reading. I do take kind of a break around October 31st for Martin Luther Day. And so I wanted to have this book, which talks about his life. And it is kind of written in old language, which I think is something that I should get the girls interested in. But I also thought it could be for the Renaissance unit. This one I got for careers, not because I expect my children to become Billy Graham, but I wanted, trying to find books about career people, things, it was hard to find it, and I'm like, here's somebody who went through life really close to his Lord and Savior, and so I wanted to have this on hand. Like I said, I don't know if my kids will read it this year or, in the future. All right, this is Atlantis, the Accidental Invasion. I think this one will be one that I'm just trying to remember if I got this because I thought it would be interesting to my Inara or not. All right, Wild Awakening. This is a book that we will do with our North American animals. It's a survival story. The Nerviest Girl in the World. I think, again, this one is career and trades or inventions. I thought that might be an interesting one for my daughters. And again, it's that really work your way up to book. Suppressed Inventions and Other Discoveries. This is for inventions, of course. Masters of the Lost Land in the Amazon, so obviously South America. I tried to find other things other than just the Amazon jungle, but I couldn't find anything, so this is just to beef up our South America. From here to there, inventions that changed the world, or how it moves. So inventions, again, it doesn't have to be red for certain. Marie Curie, there we go, my brain. This is a full talking about who she was, who her biography, that's the word I was looking for, a full biography. So that one is for chemistry unit. And the Book of Inventions, Amazing Ideas That Changed the World, obviously for inventions. Last box. All right, so how we got to the moon. So this is going to be all inventions, of course, because a lot of the whole program was invented on the spot. This one, the chemistry book. So for chemistry, what we have, lots of images and things to read. That's perfect. All right, the Pathfinder, how to choose or change your career for a lifetime of satisfaction and success. That's promising a lot. In any case, this one is definitely for our careers and trades. Rebel Girls, awesome entrepreneurs, so inventions, career and trades. Rhinos in Nebraska. This one is about how they found a whole bunch of fossils of rhinoceros in Nebraska. So this will be for North American Animal Unit. Even though they're long dead, I thought it was a very interesting thing to add. This one, Periodic Tables, the Cultural History of the Elements from Arsenic to Zinc. This one, again, could be read, assigned reading, or something else. We will see. I got the other book for Atlantis. Again, I think it's just something that my kids would enjoy. Pause. Gabby Gets It Together. This one is an entrepreneur one where they do, what do you call it? A business. They set up a business for walking dogs. So I thought this one would be good for Sienna for career and trades. Hardy Boy Adventure book. This one I thought could be for Nara. Or Sienna, but I think it'd be Nara's. North American Animals. Billy Schur, Kid Entrepreneur, is a Spy. So this one would probably be for Sienna, and it's for career and trades. And the last one, the Atlas of Obscura, the world's most adventurous kid, 47 countries, 100 extraordinary places to visit. I just wanted to have this one on hand for my kiddos. So that is my haul. I am thrilled. I have to find a spot to put all of this, but I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy book hauls as much as I do. They're so much fun. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.